Hey, everybody, welcome back for round two. Sorry it took a little bit longer. It took a little longer to get my food here. I'm waiting my tacos cool off, so I'm going to finish that after the race. So, right now it's 30 laps to go. Um, with no crashes, you didn't miss much. Right now, Bubba Wallace is in the lead. The Toyotas were one, two, three wide for a little bit. Now you got Cole Custer's in second. You got Pierre, Ryan Priest, Chris Buescher, and either Lance Chastain or Christopher Bell in fifth, depending on how you look at it. There are 29 laps to go. I'm going to put the sound on in a minute. But there's going to be some strict strategies when it comes to for the fuel. And they're showing right now on the coverage how they, especially in Duel 2, that a lot of slow cars were like chicanes, and they were trying to block people from going around. They only had built up speed. But remember, the duels at best, you only had 20 to 21 cars for each duel. I had 45. I'm sorry, yeah. They had one or two people go home. So, yeah, they had about 22 per race. That's only about half today's field. So, that's why I think it's going to be very interesting. You still got 28, 29 cars of really shape, and there's a few of them that have damage and still trying to get some laps in. But for all intents and purposes, you got 28 cars could mathematically could still win the race, and 27 of them on the lead lap. So, before I put the sound on for the rest of the race in a minute, that's the update, what's been going on, and it should be pitting within the next few laps. So, I'm putting the sound back on for the race, and at this time, at the end of this lap, with 27 to go, Bubba Wallace is in the lead. Oh, yeah, when you come in, say hello, do what you got to do.
Bubba Wallace is right here. Back to the top, we'll get there first. 17's 2 back here, lane 4.5, covered on both sides. Colin voice of Freddie Kraft, his longtime spotter. Buster got a little squirreled up there.
And it doesn't take much. You saw Custer kind of get a little squirrely right there when Cody Ware got into the back bumper. Ryan Priest got into the back bumper of his car right there. And I'm not saying that they got lazy earlier, but you can get lazy and make a bad block or make a bad push when somebody's trying to lift out of the throttle to save more fuel than you can expect.
It's going to be very interesting.
Keep your guard up. You can't let your guard down in these situations because
26 to go. We only had the big one once. A couple laps to go before the end of stage 2. So right on lap 125. So now the question is going to be a couple of good cars are out of it. So
that's definitely my strategy. Starting to think about pitting. At least 4 Toyotas in line at the front. We're coming to 25 laps to go. Last year, William Byron was 23rd with 25 laps to go and won the Daytona 500 for the second time in a row.
He's 20.
Not this time. Out there quite a bit there, Kevin.
He's 20th right now.
Race fans, snag a $1 spicier classic chicken sandwich purchase today and tomorrow using promo code Daytona in the Wendy's app.
I don't know we'll go by Wendy's tomorrow, but that could be interesting. Especially tomorrow being President's Day. So if y'all ain't working tomorrow, enjoy your President's Day off. I got to work tomorrow. I'm one of the few industries that's still working as far as day labor work goes.
Denny Hamlin's in that line, and so is Jimmy Johnson among the Toyotas. Got broken up there by Chase Elliott Chevrolet. Quite a group of them, should they choose to pit.
Close. You talked about short pitting. We're within about 5, 6, 7 laps. They're going to have to start coming.
You're not in the bottom lane. That could be a tough order.
Yeah, and you have no choice. Unless I've been in that position before where they're like, you got to get down. I'm like, what do you want me to do? There is absolutely nowhere to go. And now, as they all decide to go again, I mean, it makes it more difficult to get things shook back out because you've been in this mode of trying to position yourself to just take care of the fuel, and now you got to take care of yourself to get yourself in a position to pit. So it can be challenging, and we've seen a lot of things happen in these scenarios that have caused some accidents.
Well, and a little bit of a game of chicken going on with those Fords lined up in the middle. I mean, you know their play is going to try to get in front of the Toyotas down low before you can get to the bottom and make that call. But we know they're going to run out of gas eventually. Check it out. Lap times are back. It's picking back up. We saw that 100% throttle on Bubba Wallace. Right there.
So thank you guys for coming back on. Sorry for the confusion of what happened earlier. But like I said, I'll give you a quick update. I'll turn off the sound for a second. I was supposed to eat between 12:45 and 1. So even though I would start the streaming a couple minutes late, knowing now the race didn't start almost 2 p.m. Eastern time, I would have had enough of a window to do what I need to do if I knew that now. But who was playing to say they're going to start the race on 1:30, 1:40. So that's why I had to, and I didn't have much time to make a decision. Should I not eat now? I don't want y'all see me eating on camera. I mean, I don't think that's culture, in my opinion. I know some people do that, and there will be some times coming soon that you will see me do something with food, but I'll probably pre-record it and then put on my YouTube channel so you can check out for that eventually. But again, just thank you for your patience and thank you for your understanding. That's all I will say about that. All right, we'll put the sound back on for the end of the race, okay? We'll be 21 laps to go after this lap.
They don't just reach out and bite you sometimes just because of the characteristics of these cars in that middle lane.
Laps to go. Watch for hams out the window on the back straightaway among cars in the bottom lane. If they're signaling to pit, no turn signals here.
Still got those Toyotas on the inside lane. You've got Bubba Wallace and leading that inside lane. Chris Buescher in the middle lane. Cole Custer still in the outside lane. Still a lot of inexperience behind these guys that they're going to have to coordinate with to start making these pit stops happen when it's time.
This is going to be good. Come on, Chase Elliott.
20 to go. And it appears.
Oops. Hold on. All right, so it looks like I fast forward just enough that pit stops just happened. Or starting to happen. I'm sorry, my thing's like a few seconds off. So I had to put it back almost to where the exact timing is. So it looks like the Toyotas are pitting right now with 18 to go.
So some of us are playing checkers, so you just have to see how all this works out.
Keep an eye on these Toyotas leaving pit road. The efficiency of pit road is coming in together and, more importantly, leaving together, getting that group bunched up as fast as possible. Not very efficient out of that group right there. A lot of separation. That means Bubba's going to have to back up before they catch them and get the freight train going again. They're in trouble.
Yeah, well, there's not enough cars to fan out to catch those back guys up.
And the rest of this pack still haven't pitted. Going even faster yet.
And right now, the only way to get these cars back together is for Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell to just back up to them by going slower.
Which is not a good option. So now it's the Fords in control. Buescher, Berry, and Gregson ahead of Kevin.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. All right, we're just going to start it there. I'm sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty, so my internet's been acting up a little bit, little by little already. So I do apologize for that. It's something we will get it right before the next sports what you call it, sports stream.
Combined group out of Toyota at all. Really.
Well, the good thing is he went to work.
Really broke their group up. They're going to need some help, some cautions, or something's going to have to happen to put them back in this thing, in my opinion.
Well, the best thing that might happen for them right now is a caution, while everybody else, for the most part, hasn't pitted. That would be about the only thing that saves them.
And Chris Buescher has really picked the pace up. We're under 47 seconds now. Good point. He's putting the whip to it. And when can a caution happen? When a big group like this decides to pit all at once? We've seen it time and time again. Might be just what those Toyotas need. Working together is what put these Fords on the map at this racetrack. They do it better than most, and here they are, several of them back up front. Do they have the game? 46.80 the last time.
Yeah, that's 2 seconds faster than those Toyotas that just pitted. So definitely going to lose a lot of time from those first 4 Toyotas that pitted.
Further proves that point. Custer's pulling out of line. What's wrong with him? Is he out of gas? Cole Custer's Chevrolet dropped to the bottom. Below the yellow line, gave up a bunch of spots. He'll likely be headed pit side. I think he's out of gas. I might pull some of these guys down there. 15 to go. Go when we come back. Are the Fords coming? Yes, they are. Chris Buescher will lead the Fords onto pit road, and we've confirmed the 41 of Cole Custer is out of fuel.
Damn.
Yeah, and he's going to make it back. So this is all going to continue to cycle around.
So I don't know if you heard that. The first domino fell. Cole Custer ran out of fuel. So who else is going to run out of fuel before the pit stop happens? Sorry, we're still having a little technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi, so I do apologize for that. So y'all say hello when you get in. I got Chase Elliott is right now. We're still waiting for the signal to get back up. So y'all give me a minute. I do apologize for this. This is not cool. But one thing in life, you cannot always control technology. No matter how much you try to change, control the narrative, sometimes it is what it is. So, so in the meanwhile, okay. Now they're saying Chase Elliott's in the lead. As of right now. So we're 12 laps to go. Chase Elliott's in the lead. Joey Logano second. Kyle Busch third. Michael Matalo fourth. Oh, now that's changed. They must have just went to a pit stop. So now Joey Logano's in the lead with 11 to go. Now the question is, who's gonna blink first? That's gonna be the big question. Did some of those Fords save enough? Can Joey Logano win his second? Can Kyle Busch win his first? All right, so we're at 11 to go. We had 4 cautions today, including the stages, 63 lead changes. That's almost got to be close to a Daytona 500 record. for most lead changes. That's 64 now because Michael McDowell's in the lead. Wow. And that's with 10 to go. So we're just assuming that everybody just made a pit stop. So with 10 to go, Michael McDowell is now in the lead in the Daytona 500. Well, you know that's all subject to change. Why is it not doing? I might have to restart the TV for the second time in this. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart it. So for the next couple minutes, I'm just going to let you know while I'm reading through the NASCAR leaderboard. It actually is live. It's only like a couple second delay. So right now with 10 to go, with 9 to go, actually. Oh, we have a caution. Could most likely be a wreck. We don't know yet because we're still waiting for the signal to come back. But as of right now, Michael McDowell's in the lead, Brad Keselowski second, Chris Buescher third, Josh Berry fourth. Tyler Legger fifth, Carson Hospital sixth, Kyle Busch seventh, William Byron eighth, Joey Logano ninth, and Bubba Wallace 10th. Trying to see who's led the most laps today. I'm saying Bubba Wallace has led the most laps. Somebody else led more than that, but as right now, they're saying Bubba Wallace has led the most laps today. But we won't have an official ruling until after the race is over. We're still waiting to find out what happened to cause that most recent caution. So give me a minute while we get our connection back up and running. And after that, we should have a replay. Okay, it looks like it's back up now. I'm going to give you all sound in a minute, and then they should have a replay of what just happened.
I hate that for Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell.
I control this race right up until everything cycled through, but you're going to see this car right back here of Corey Hahn. He's going to get in the back of Denny Hamlin and shoot him into the right side of Christopher Bell. Man, John Hunter Nemechek got lucky he didn't get hooked in the left rear, but that was just a push gone wrong.
Yeah.
From the 67 car there of Corey Hahn.
Wow.
Right there, he's just off center.
Yeah, exactly.
So a bit off center, and he hooked.
You're going to push on those cars, and he's off center right there.
Those are three Toyotas, three really good Toyotas got taken. Not as they take it out, but it was. Yeah, the push gone wrong. The modern day answer why do we have wrecks towards the end of these races. Lucky, that could have been a big one, too. That's Eric Jones.
Yeah, right there, you can really see
Eric Jones got a little damage. And 60 got a little piece. So it looks like a 5-car incident, and only Christopher Bell got the worst of it. So it looks like he may not be able to, even if he can continue, he's going to be too many laps down at this point to really do something. So you feel bad for the man because he had a good call all day, but I think he'll be one of the 16 chase races anyway. So he'll have a little bit of a setback, but I don't think it'll be too much for him because I think he did get a couple stage points today. He'll still be a contender when we're shot for him making the chase when we get it. So, yeah, another thing, too, they mentioned the broadcast. If you kind of knew the NASCAR, This is only one of a couple major racing series that don't do full season points. After 26 races, like at the end of August ish, the top 16 points will go on to a 10 race chase, or we want to call it playoffs. I call it chase. And then the winner out of the 10 races will win the overall championship. You have a regular season champion and you have a postseason champion. So I wish they'd go back to all 36 races count, but they figure this was the closest thing the fans will be happy with. Am I happy with 16? No, I think it should have been only 12, but that's just me. But I mean, maybe they're just doing it for, I think sponsorships and the manufacturers. So this way they get guaranteed about $1 million for being top 16. And that helps the teams a lot, especially going into next season. I heard a lot of the postseason prize money goes into these 500 race cars. So the Daytona 500 cars. So, and actually the Atlanta car too, because the first two races this year is drafting tracks. So that's why it's important for them to do as well as they can.
My mom, the absolute legend who went from gaming on her phone to.
Oh, they're still doing a commercial. So I'm waiting for the commercials to get done. This AT&T commercial has been getting a lot of steam lately. Talking about the mom as a gamer, and all the other kids, their friends, like, your mom's is cool. She's a gamer? Yeah, so that's a cool commercial. Oh, yeah, the show is on the big wrecks towards the end, especially with possibly overtime. 2022 didn't have a wreck at the end. That's the first year. The 23 had a wreck, I think, at the beginning, the final lap. Just at the start of the final lap of 24, they had a little controversial finish. They gave it to Byron. And then last year, they had a big crash on the back straightaway, but they let him finish the race. And then I think they threw the caution not too long afterwards. And Byron won again. The Harley J. Earl Trophy. That's what they're going for. I think Jeff Gordon once said we should have a mini version of that, and he was the first one to really get the mini version. And then they have the big one with all the names on it. So they do the same thing with Indianapolis, but they do it reverse. You show the big one, but they actually have a little mini one the teams and the drivers get with an image and the year of the race. All right, so with 6 laps left to go, still on the caution. Michael Medel's leading with his teammate Carson Holster for a second. Now, why is that important? Because there's been some controversy with Holster for this week. And the other races, not counting the duels, that he pushes too hard. He got a little too aggressive. Last night after the now it's O'Reilly series race, that a driver was not happy the way he raced him at the end of the race. I think I don't know if it was doing the green light checker or maybe just before the green light checker, and he felt he didn't push him. Like they got too squirrely, so they had a heated conversation. So yeah, and a couple of Cup drivers are not too thrilled with Carson Holster for anyway from last season, and I think he had a little mini dust up at Bowman Gray Stadium for the crash. So yeah, drivers do got good memories. Who I can work with, who I don't. Not say I won't work with him, but I'll just be nervous with him being behind me. So yeah, we have 23 leaders today. So that's now a new Daytona 500 record. 23 leaders is a Daytona 500 record. I think we're only 1 or 2 leaders away from having an overall NASCAR record for most leaders in one race. And I think all the lead changes, let's see, we are now up to 60. There should be 64 lead changes. 63 or 64 lead changes is definitely top 5 for most in Daytona 500 history. Oh, they're doing the choose. Okay, the choose lane. So Michael McDowell is on the inside, Reddick in the first row. William Byron second row. He got caught up in a little bit of incident. He's back in second. In second row, Wallace is in the third row. Bush in the fourth. Barry in the fifth. Kyle Busch is like 10th or 11th, but he's in the 6th row. Chase Elliott's on the Is he on the inside or outside? I can't tell. Oh, he's on the outside. I'm sorry, the way they have it on flip flop. So I'm gonna tell you, most of the Chevy guys are on the outside, at least the good Chevys. But there's a lot of experienced, good pushers on Michael McDowell's side. And Michael McDowell did win a Daytona 500 5 years ago. And Spire did win one race. It was Justin Haley at Daytona. It was a rain shortened race in 2019. So they're trying to win their first one outright from pretty much start to finish. We got Tyler Reddick, who's usually pretty good on these type of tracks. But I'm going to tell you right now, look out for Bubba Wallace. I think he's led the most laps. I'll double check it later because I have an NASCAR Fantasy League. I got to make sure. In the Gen 7, the last caution came with 1 to go, and 3 of those races ended in overtime. Because technically, I think you want to know the 2022 one, I think, ended on regular green flag. So we'll be down to we'll be down to 4 to go. I'm going to put the sound back on. I won't say nothing unless there's a crash or my driver wins, 1 of the 2. So you guys can hear the rest of the race with little to no commentary from me. Okay, is that cool? Let's see, do we still have a chance for history today? Well, Carson Hocevar win. He'll be one of the youngest ever to win. Brad Keselowski, actually, he won. I think he might be the most amount of Daytona 500 starts. No, he don't have that many. I think Kyle Busch is close to having the most starts before your first win. Let's go.
Themselves separated right there, and you see two-time defending Daytona 500 winner William Byron right in the middle of this, pushing Tyler Reddick.
Oh yeah, we could have history. I want to say this before I don't say anything else. If William Byron passes 1 or 2 more cars, he will be the first ever person to win 3 straight Daytona 500s. Remember, this race and the Indy 500 is only 2 of the major races, and 1 of the 4 major racing series has not had a three-peat.
You see, you're not going to McDowell. Oh, here they come. Here comes the help.
Yeah, and Hocevar was just a little late to that move. He was actually wanting to stay behind the 45 car, and it kind of took him a minute to change lanes right there, but it's going to work out for him.
Thank you, Hocevar. Bailed McDowell out right there.
Wow.
Tonight, Carson Hocevar helped another Chevy to victory in the 150-mile qualifying race. 2 Chevys lined up. Up top, Logano in a Ford. Drops to the bottom, squeezes into the middle, looking for room.
And this all comes down to the decisions. You see Eric Jones right there stay behind Hocevar and not follow Joey Logano. And those are the types of moments that determine these races.
Logano restarted 14th. Where did he come from?
This is going to get exciting.
Jones all the way to the bottom.
We got 2 laps left to go when we get back to the start finish line. I was going to say the green. Sorry about that. I was getting excited watching this.
Hocevar's swapping back and forth, looking for a hold as he shoots to the bottom.
Here comes Tyler Reddick in that middle lane.
And here comes the bottom lane, William Byron. With Brad Keselowski, one of the best pushers in this whole sport. Behind Byron. Chris Buescher behind him.
I'm saying up in the air.
Here they come. Where does it go? High or low? You can't choose both.
Yeah, he just had so much momentum right there that he couldn't stick with his teammate. Now,
Hocevar's in the lead, going to the white flag. So just to let you guys know, if they get the white flag before there's a caution, the race is over after the next flag. It's 1 lap to go, so now the next flag wins it.
Hocevar in the wall, turned around in front of the field. Around goes Jones. Ricky Stenhouse to the front. Elliott around the outside. Still green. Reddick on the bottom. Reddick, Elliott. The help's on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott. Can it be?
Yeah,
Chase Elliott.
Stuck in the middle with no help.
Zane Smith with him. On the bottom is Tyler Reddick. They come up single file. Zane Smith's going to have 1 shot. And Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the wall.
Oh, wow, what a hit. Yeah, Tyler Reddick won with a big crash. Michael Jordan wins the Daytona 500. His team does, not him. But here's the ironic thing about it. The team that was mostly trying to change things how NASCAR did, and he somewhat won that, was Michael Jordan Racing. 23-11. And 23-11 wins. And Bubba gets 10th. Okay, that's good. I hope Chase Elliott, I was going to say Bill, I hope Chase Elliott's okay. That was a hard hit.
Michael Jordan goes to victory lane with Denny Hamlin, the owners of Team 2311. And look at those cheers.
I'm glad he's all right, but
Reddick's still worried about whether he's won the race or not.
Kozlowski climbs out, and for the fourth time in history, the winner of the Daytona 500 leads only
one lap.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, burn that grass up. He don't care. They get a small fine for doing that, but they don't care. He'll pay the fine. Like Nike did all those years ago when Michael Jordan couldn't wear red on his sneakers, reached his rookie year.
Happy birthday card to Michael Jordan on Tuesday. Lifelong race fan and now co-owner of one of NASCAR's top teams.
I gotta give him respect for that. I gotta give that up to him.
The guy that was leading at the white flag is 19th right now. Unbelievable.
Well, this is what we expect 2311 and Tyler Reddick to do. We talked about it in the pre-race. Kind of got a mulligan last year with everything that was going on, but we expect these guys to be winners. And Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin expect these guys to be winners. And now they have won the biggest race in NASCAR.
Yeah, because they won the Brickyard 400 last year was a major. So that's 2 of the last 4 crown jewels went to a Jordan car.
That's quite a debriefing for what happened. But there's your Daytona 500 champion, Tyler Reddick.
Mosh pit. Yeah, great job. Great finish. No, it ain't really no controversy. It's just for the 500. There are going to be some hurt feelings, but you know what? It's for the Daytona 500. You got to put it all on the line. Elliott's going to win a 500 eventually.
I went from Stenhouse winning the race to Chase Elliott, and then all the way at the end.
He didn't wait. As soon as he got to the bumper at Zane Smith, he went. I thought he was going to try to push him. Zane Smith in the middle of 3 and 4, backing up and they don't find it didn't work. Jamie Little.
Celebration ongoing down here for Tyler Reddick. He's FaceTiming.
4 in the top 15.
Frank Watson, he's normally a retired guy. Liz filled in for him. He's at home buying some stuff. He wouldn't miss a race for anything, and they asked him to stay home and get healed out for the season. So, of course, he missed it, but it was really cool to be able to talk to him.
Tyler, last year, what a year for you. I know you were disappointed. I know you had things going on with your baby boy, physically, the team, and NASCAR. To get here right now in this moment, you're a Daytona 500 champion.
I know last year was really hard for all of us, hard for me. When you're a Cup driver and you get to this level, drive for Michael Jordan, it's expected to win every single year. And for us to go on that drought that we did, made us really look hard in the mirror and just really proud of everyone on our Trophy Casino, Toyota Camry. Worked really, really hard in the offseason, and there was many points in this race where we weren't making the decisions that we wanted to, but we just reset. And every opportunity that we got to reset, we went back at it. And just speechless. I didn't know if I'd ever win this race. It's surreal, honestly. Honestly, the best part is my son asked for the race. You finally gonna win this race, and something about today just felt right.
Take us through that last lap. You were all by yourself. No teammate help around you. And we didn't really talk about you much during the race, and suddenly you were there when it counted most.
Yeah, I can look for my wife and my kids. I'll be here at some point, I'm sure. Maybe they're taking a nap, who knows. But yeah, I mean, we we have to leave there when that caution came out.
So they got all 3 Jordan cars in the top 10. What a finish for Lowry Herbst.
Yeah, just every time we kind of break up, there'd be someone really with nowhere left to go but to push. And they pushed me. Obviously, my teammate Riley Herbst gave me a lot of pushes there and then tried to win the race for himself as he should at the end there. Just
so, yeah.
How it all played out. Just true Daytona madness. And just, man, it's going to be a long night if I've already lost my voice from screaming. Just never thought I'd be there from the 500 chamber.
9 cars finished within 0.3 of a second of the leader. That's how close it was. So let's have a look at our Pod's big move of the race, which of course has to be the final lap.
And he's not the first time Tyler made a bold move to win a drafting race. He did that a couple years ago in Talladega one.
Yeah, it all started right here when Tyler Reddick pushed Hocevar out to the lead, and then Reddick Hocevar goes to the top of the racetrack, off center again, and 47 pushing the 43 just shoves him out of the way because of the misalignment from the front of the pack. Now, I didn't know if the caution was going to come out right there or not, but Stenhouse had the lead for a second, and then we realized that it was going to stay green, and Chase Elliott looked like he had this race under control.
Well, he had the help, Kevin, and then all of a sudden that help stalls out, and look at the run off the bumper of Riley Herbst at 35.
Yeah, we just want to listen to this for a minute, the explanation, and then.
On the 9-8 come attached a little bit. I think Zane Smith slowed down a little bit to try to get some more energy to pass the 9:45. Thought better of it. Shoots high, goes around him. Now we're going low. Chase Elliott was a sitting duck. He really was. Then he ends up getting wrecked right here. Big shot from the outside. Boom. That's a wild one, guys. So who do you give the positive biggest whipping to? Well, maybe the guy that won, but I'm also going to go back in an attaboy to Bubba Wallace because he could have run completely over William Byron, but he pedaled it, cost himself a top 5 finish to avoid wrecking half the field there on that final corner. That was really good driving by Tyler Reddick. Kind of perfect. An amazing finish.
All right, so a couple people are not totally happy what happened, but that's just part of racing. I mean, everybody's going to be like, yeah, that's just restricted plate racing. I don't really think, no, you're not going to see nobody fight. I just think you're going to have some hurt feelings, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's just a part of racing. Let's just keep it real. But anyway, I thank you for coming back for round 2 of the stream. I'm going straight to Peacock so I can watch the NBA All-Star game. It hasn't started yet. It will start in a few minutes. So I may just watch one for the Olympics, and then I'll go straight to the game. So thank you for coming back for round 2. If you're new to the channel, hello. If you like what you hear today and in part 1, please subscribe. We're trying to get to at least 250 subscribers by March 31st. So that's the end of the first quarter. We're on pace for that right now. So y'all can help me out if you haven't already subscribed. Again, we're trying to get to 250 subscribers, and any little will help. More thumbs up will help. Spread the word around. In about a couple hours, I'll be recording my episode tonight. And we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next video, and I'll see you in the next live stream on the 28th at the end of the month. Actually, it'll be at 8 p.m. I should move it back 1 hour. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern on the last day of the month, the 28th of February. So until then, God bless y'all. Bye.